That's right, I made a sequel to Sonic Battle. This game has lots of characters and stages with unique abilities and visuals, single-player and multiplayer modes, and proper fan service. And it's all made on Scratch. Let's start off with the basics. We have a character select screen with 9 different characters and a random button. Each character has their own ability and voice lines.
Let's go! I'll take care of it.
You might notice that the characters in the thumbnail aren't here, but I'll explain that later. Moving on, we have a stage selection screen, with 3 pages to choose from. There are 17 different stages, each with their own special visual effects, as well as a random button. Different stages have different platform layouts too. Green Hill, Radical Highway, Sky Babylon, Chemical Plant, Rail Canyon, Aquarium Park, and Tails Lab all have one platform in the middle. Ice Cap, Emerald Coast, and Crisis City have 2 small platforms. Rooftop Run, Lava Shelter, and Studiopolis have 2 larger platforms that extend to the edges of the screen. And Egg King, Stardust Speedway, Metropolis, and Cyberspace all have no platforms. Now, on to the actual gameplay. The moves are pretty simple. You have walking, jumping, rolling, and spin dashing. It's based on the classic formula, if you couldn't tell. You can attack the other player by jumping, rolling, or spin dashing, again, just like the classic formula. Each player has 10 hit points, and as soon as someone loses all their hit points, the game ends. I know, I'm such a genius. Like I said before, each character has their own special ability. For example, Sonic moves a lot faster on the ground and has the drop dash, and Shadow's roll is replaced by a Chaos Sphere that can stun opponents. I spent a lot of time making all of these abilities as balanced as possible, but of course, I'm just one person, making a fun little passion project on Scratch, so not everything's gonna be perfect. Here's a more specific overview of everyone's abilities. Sonic moves a lot faster on the ground, and he can charge a spin dash in midair. Shadow's roll is replaced with a Chaos Sphere projectile, which stuns opponents if it hits them. Tails has a much higher, faster jump, and a slower fall, and is never vulnerable in the air. Other characters can sometimes be left vulnerable in the air if they finish their roll or spin dash in the air. Knuckles deals twice as much damage, but is also twice as slow. Blaze can burst forwards in the air if you hold the jump button at the peak of a jump. Amy has a much larger jumping hitbox because of her hammer. Silver moves a lot faster in the air and also has a faster roll. Chaos leaves a puddle on the ground when jumping, rolling, or spin dashing, that stuns opponents that walk into it. And lastly, Metal Sonic doesn't need to charge his spin dash, but it stays at a constant speed and is fairly easy to dodge. And now for the fun part. Remember how the characters in the thumbnail aren't on the character select? Well, you see, they're secret characters that can only be unlocked with a special secret cheat code. Well, I guess it won't be very secret for long, because I'm about to tell it to you right now. Before you select your character, type BECRET. Then, when you select a character, it will instead be the secret character that corresponds to it. These secret characters are like Echo Fighters. They behave the same way as the normal characters, but they're special. Sonic becomes my persona, Proto, repurposed into a Sonic OC. Shadow becomes Whisper the Wolf. Tails becomes Tangle the Lemur. Knuckles becomes Tails Dog. Blaze becomes Burning Blaze, complete with Sonic Rush voice lines. Amy becomes Anton from Anton Blast. If you don't know what Anton Blast is, just know that Anton fits perfectly as a parallel to Amy. Silver becomes Jet the Hawk. Chaos becomes Kitsunami, and Metal Sonic becomes Surge the Tenrec. The random button works for the secret characters too, as long as you enter the code first. Alright, that was a lot. So now here's some gameplay footage of me playing against some of my friends, as well as the CPU I made that's somehow almost better than me.
The way is clear. Unwelcome pests like you will be swiftly eliminated.
I'll take care of it.
And that's the end of the video. I'll put links to both the single player and multiplayer versions in the description so you can play the game yourself. If you liked the video, let me know, and I might make more videos like this. Thanks for watching.